Today's lecture is about obstruction type of flow meter. Obstruction type of flow meter in general is one in which in the passage of the flow we put some obstruction. Then the flow is related with the differential pressure across the obstruction. Obstruction type of flow meters are of two types, differential pressure type and variable area type. In this lecture, we are going to discuss differential pressure type obstruction type of flow meters, orifice type flow meter, venturi meter and flow nozzle. These come under the differential pressure type of flow meters. The variable area type of flow meters are rotameter. Other points we have discussed earlier, but in this slide we are putting them so you can take down the notes. The differential type of flow meter, we are having three types we have earlier discussed. The simplest one is the orifice type. This we are explaining in figure 2. The equation by which the differential pressure is related with the quantity of flow is given in equation 3. Here is the pipe in which the flow is taking place. In the passage of the flow, we have put an obstruction in the form of an orifice plate. The pipe diameter is D1. The area of cross section of pipe is A1. The orifice diameter is D2 and its area of cross section is A2. This is the flow profile for the flow. So in the flow profile we notice a minimum area of cross section, that is vena contracta. We are having pressure measurement at 2 points, point 1 and point 2. P1 is the pressure at point 1 and P2 is the pressure at point 2. Notice that P2 is being measured at vena contracta. The area of cross section of vena contracta is less than the area of cross section of orifice plate, that is A2. So because of this, in the equation number 3 we have to use some coefficient of discharge, which we shall explain. This is the equation 3. This equation gives you the quantity of flow related with differential pressure delta P, and of course we are using area of cross section A1 and we are using area of cross section A2. This equation is for ideal flow, ideal fluid. In the ideal fluid we are not having viscosity, but in real fluids you are having viscosity, and because of this viscosity there is generation of heat between boundary layers of the fluid, and because of which the velocity tends to get lowered. The actual velocity is lower than the ideal velocity. So one factor because of which coefficient of discharge, that is C subscript D, is to be introduced. So this is the equation in which we have used coefficient of discharge C subscript D. This C subscript D is less than 1 and it represents the vena contracta area less than A2, and of course it represents the viscosity present in the real fluid. This point we have already explained. The coefficient of discharge is always less than 1. The first factor because of which the coefficient of discharge is to be introduced is because the frictionless fluid or flow is not present, and second is because of the difference of area between A2 and the vena contracta. So as a result, the correction factor coefficient of discharge less than 1 has to be incorporated. So one drawback of the orifice plate is that we have to use the coefficient of discharge and it is less than 1. Another factor is the permanent pressure drop across the orifice plate. Here we see that the flow is moving and abruptly there is an obstruction. So the pressure in the flow passes there is abrupt change and it is not able to recover fully. So initial pressure is this and the final pressure is this. Difference between initial pressure and the final pressure across the orifice is called permanent pressure drop, and in case of orifice plate this permanent pressure drop is substantial amount. Sometimes the amount of pressure drop is around 40%, which is objectionable, and this is happening because there is an abrupt change of flow passage. If somehow this flow passage is made gradual, then this pressure drop shall be very little. The disadvantage of the permanent pressure drop is that it requires more pressure to pump the liquid. Now another type of obstruction meter, that is Venturi meter. In Venturi meter, again there is a difference between the diameter of the pipeline and the diameter of the Venturi. But notice that there is a gradual change of path. So gradually it is changing the area of cross section through which the flow is to pass. So there is a gradual change. Here is the pipeline cross section and here is the Venturi tube cross section, and there is a gradual change of path, and after the Venturi again there is a gradual change of path and the path again becomes according to the original pipeline diameter. Because of this gradual change of path, there is almost no permanent pressure drop in the flow path. So because of which the discharge coefficient is of the value 0.95 to 0.98. So the variation between area A1 and A2 is not there. So the variation between area of the venturi A2 and the vena contracta is not there. So the amount of coefficient of discharge is reasonable. Second advantage is that the high mechanical strength. Because of its construction, venturi meter is having high mechanical strength. And of course, first advantage is the pressure drop, permanent pressure drop is almost not present. Second advantage is that the mechanical strength is high because of the construction, but of course there is a major disadvantage also, and that is the high cost of the meter. So somehow we have to find a mid path between orifice meter and venturi meter, and that is the flow nozzle. Flow nozzle from diameter of the pipe to the obstruction there is a gradual change of path, but of course after that the flow is allowed to flow according to its way. So you can see that this flow nozzle is halfway between venturi and orifice. So we can say that flow nozzle is a compromise between orifice plate and venturi meter. The typical construction we have shown in the previous slide. Now there are few guidelines for the obstruction type of flow meter. Most important is that no other obstruction or bending near the obstruction is allowed. If you are installing orifice, venturi or flow nozzle, there should not be any other obstruction or bending near that portion of the pipe where you are installing the orifice plate. Second is that the accuracy is very low for low flow rates. So as a result, these obstruction type of meters are not recommended for low flow rate measurement. Salient features of this lecture series. This lecture series is a combination of diagrams, notes and lectures. When one clicks the play button, the lecture starts. When one clicks the pause button, the main points of the presentation can be noted down. This lecture series is useful to the engineering students, control and instrumentation engineers, and of course the practicing instrumentation engineers. Of course, this is myself, and I have mentioned the email address. You can send your recommendations, comments to this email address. And finally, last but not the least, thank you.